Hello, Terra Novo Lyceum and hello, world. I'm your host, Dalva, and for the week of February 12th through the 18th, our last full week of Sun in Aquarius, we will be drawing cards from the Soul Coaching Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. Again, a favorite here at the Terra Novo. So before we get started, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. So we have a little bit of work this week, but it looks like self-care kind of work, and maybe a little self-reflection work. So our first card, which is kind of the exciting one, right, is Passion. And it says, I passionately accept and love myself. So I'm getting a really strong appreciating yourself vibe from this. And that's, self-appreciation is part of self-care. But also engaging in activities that you love. Engaging in things that you are passionate about. Now, maybe that's volunteering. Maybe that's creative pursuits. Maybe that's being an advocate for someone. If you're not sure, think back to when you were a kid and the things that you like to do as a child. This feels really creative, but I'm not going to say that excludes things, like I said, like volunteering or working in community as well, because lots of people are passionate about that, and spending time and working toward those, and working with those passions, again, is a form of self-appreciation. You're doing what you love, and you love what you do. So, still getting a strong self-love vibe as well. So maybe you're already engaged in things that you're passionate about. I know we have a lot of creative people here on the site. A lot of writers and painters and crafters and just fabulously talented folks. Maybe you're being a little too hard on yourselves. Okay, I'm getting that. Like the whole self-appreciation. Like, look at what you can do and appreciate what you can do, especially if it's something that you really love doing. So if you're a writer, don't pick it apart. The editors will do that for you, okay? Love it. Love what you've created. You cross stitch and you have this beautiful piece of art that you can hang on your wall. Appreciate it. Appreciate the talent. Appreciate the journey that got you there, right? I crochet. It's like, and I'm not even I'm like a beginner crocheter. I'm not even like an expert, but I know more now than what I did when I first started. And so I can appreciate how much I've learned and how I've improved. So just appreciate yourselves. Spend some time working on things that you're passionate about, or spending time or engaging in things that you love. Okay? And going along with that, again, I feel like this is just sort of our work is self-care this week. And appreciating ourselves, loving ourselves, doing things we love. But our second card is Sanctuary. And it says, I am divinely guided and I am divine. Excuse me. And we're not even in Mercury retrograde. My mouth's just dry. I am divinely guided, gently and lovingly. So this is sort of, I'm getting a let go and let God sort of thing, that, worrying about the next steps and actually not even worrying about the next steps. You know what the next steps are. You know what they are. It's the worrying about the step after that and the step after that and the step after that. You're going to know when you need to know. And part of this is sort of stepping back and allowing that guidance. Sanctuary is a place you feel safe. So I feel like this is a card that's reflecting sanctuary as in our homes, okay? And sanctuary as in our inner thoughts and feelings and motivations, and where do we feel safe at inside of ourselves, okay? Maybe that's a heart space for you. Maybe that's a head space. Maybe that's a body space. Okay, I mean, that's the thing. Your body has a consciousness. Like, maybe you feel really great when you're at the gym and that feels like your place. Or maybe you feel really great when you're at the cafe and you're writing. Okay. Step into that sanctuary. Okay, step into that safe space and know that you will know what to do. Okay, I think sometimes we get out of our safe space, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes we need to be out of our comfort zones, but I think sometimes when we're outside of our sanctuary or we're outside of our inner knowing, that it can get very frantic, it can get very scary, it can be very stressful. We get ahead of ourselves, and this is know that you'll know what to do. It's safe to relax. It's safe to take that step back. Okay. And that, again, that makes them counterintuitive to, follow your passions. But if you're outside of your sanctuary and outside your safe space, are you actually doing things you're passionate about in those spaces? Or is it stress driven or work driven or obligation driven or responsibilities driven? Okay, I'm just posing the question. If you have questions or comments, concerns, please post them in the comments below. So our third card, peace. And I feel like this goes right along with sanctuary. And it goes along with passion too. These two things don't look like they go together, right? But they can. It's about peace of mind. Okay, it's not necessarily about not having struggles. It's not about not having challenges. That's not what life is. Okay, so it says, I breathe deeply knowing that all is well in my universe. Okay, and you know all is well because you're trusting and because you're following things your heart enjoys. Okay. I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. This also feels like engaging in meditation, prayer, maybe going for a walk in nature. Again, things that you find peaceful, which may even correspond here. Maybe you find it very meditative to paint, or you find it very soothing to crochet or to cross stitch or to craft. In any of these things, you can be doing, like, this is almost two birds with one stone kind of thing. Again, you wouldn't on the nose think that they go together, but I feel like in a way they are. Like, we're being pushed. Like, this is about having that relationship with yourself, having that balance within yourself. Yeah, I breathe deeply knowing that all is well in my universe. Meditate. Make sure you're getting enough rest and enough water. I cannot stress, and right now I need water because my mouth is super dry, but drink plenty of water. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure that if you're feeling overstimulated, and that's a thing, folks, getting overstimulated, that you're taking that step back and allowing yourself to relax. And again, it may be hand in hand with, crafting or writing or painting or music. There we go. That's a beautiful outlet, right? If you're passionate about music, creating music, listening to music, singing, dancing, okay? And that may be very peaceful to you or bring a sense of peace into your life, okay? Maybe you're doing this within your sanctuary. Like, and what that feels like is maybe you have all these social obligations. You're going out. Maybe you're out 4 or 5 nights a week and you're tired by the time you get home. And you're not engaging in your passions. You're not engaging with yourself, okay? And you're losing a certain amount of peace because of it. Again, if any of this is resonating, put it down below. And our fourth card, I think this is always lovely. Miracles. My life is a miracle. How this sort of fits with the other three, which again, I think we're being sort of led to self-focus, inner work. Expect miracles. Expect that things are going to go your way. And that's not in an arrogant way or even a predictive, like I know the future kind of way. It's a trust. It's a trust in the universe, that in a trust in yourself, that you know where you need to be, okay? It's kind of like the sanctuary card a little bit, and what you need to be doing, and that things will work out, Are you prepared for things to work out? Are you prepared for people to be decent? Are you prepared for situations to go your way? Okay, like maybe kind of focusing on that. Not with the expectation of how it's going to happen. Like that, we want to let go of the hows. We want to let go of the whys, and focus on this is where I want to be. This is what it feels like. This is I'm grateful. I'm showing gratitude for the space that I'm already in. Okay, and allow the miracles to occur. And again, that show of thankfulness, of gratitude, of really feeling that, not just feeling thankful for it, but giving thanks for it. Again, deity of your choice, whoever you prefer here. No matter how small those miracles are, okay? It may be that you got to work on time and you didn't think you were going to. Something as simple as that. And show gratitude for it. Okay, I think this creates a space around us. It creates a space within us where the universe can work in our favor. I use the universe, like I said, deity of your choice, where where you can attain, some of these things, really tapping into that, really building into that. It's like this promotes those, and these sort of, open the space for miracles. You see how they're kind of like feeding off of each other? I don't want to use the word paradox because I don't think that's correct, exactly what I'm wanting to say, but how when you allow yourself to follow your passions, when you allow yourself to be peaceful, when you allow yourself to, stay at home, and if it's not your home that's a safe space, it may be somewhere else. But, giving yourself that time and space, how that opens up your life for miracles. And how when you're thankful for the little miracles in your life, that opens up more space for you to pursue your passions and to pursue peaceful activities and to engage in self-appreciation and self-care. So they all help bring each other into being in our lives. So, all right. That's... we're kind of in that little in-between space. It's tail end of winter, beginning of spring. Well, not quite the beginning of spring, but we're getting really close. We're like a month away. And so I feel like a lot of this is just... we got one foot in on one side of the door and other foot on the other side, and there's just things that we need to be getting into certain spaces within ourselves. We need to be getting into certain spaces outside of ourselves in preparation for that renewal, in preparation for those new beginnings, in preparation for what we need to do in spring. And I fully expect in the next few weeks that we're going to have more messages that are action-oriented. Getting stuff done, publishing that book, writing that poem, painting that masterpiece, writing that music, joining that club, whatever it is, that we're going to have those steps in place. And this is just, again, not quite resting, kind of, sanctuary and peace feels like resting, but not quite that, but not quite not that either. So, in between spaces, folks, liminal spaces, we just have to go with the energy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that I can clarify, if this resonated with you, again, please put it in the comments below. I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye for now.